goes for both of you guys. Obviously, a different program, probably different training situation, different conditioning. Brandon and Amir, you can both answer, but what's different compared to your previous schools when it comes to this off-season training?
I'll just say the intensity. Every workout is high intense. Everybody just want the best for you. So just, going two to three times a day, really working and really being with each other. So I'll just say that's a big difference, just the intensity and just how hard it can get sometimes.
Yeah, I'll say the intensity too. Everybody in the gym, everybody getting you hype, all that stuff. GA's working, coaches working, talking to you through your mistakes. It's very intense in our practices, and that's the main thing, really.
Mayor, you were a really highly recruited guy coming out of high school. Had a solid freshman in Arizona State. What kind of jump are you looking to make in your second year now here at Mississippi State?
Yeah, my main focus is really winning. Obviously you have individual goals, but mainly winning comes first. With my guys, winning always comes first. But individually, I just want to be able to play harder. The main things to get me on the floor and all that stuff. But yeah, winning comes first for me, so that's the main thing, really.
This gentleman right here.
To both of you guys, so much about employee compensation and things like that, but at the end of the day, you got to find a program and a coach and a system that fits you and your future. What was about Mississippi State and this coaching staff, maybe specifically, that made you feel like this was the right move for you?
When I was talking, Jans, Coach Anwar, and all the coaches, they were serious, and it kind of felt like home. I was on a Zoom call, but like the hospitality they showed and everything, it was big for me. And taking a dive into the program and, all the winning and the accolades, it impressed me. And the winning mainly is really what brought me here. But Coach Jans, obviously, too, he's a great coach. And all the coaching staff is a great coaching staff, sorry. And, yeah, that's what mainly brought me here.
For me, just like the winning culture here. Coach Jans is a great coach, high-level coach. And it just felt like family. Like, they flew down to come see me and then left right after him just to have lunch with me. So it was pretty good. So just a winning culture, me wanting to get better at the things I need to work on and just win. I feel like we could do something special here. So just the culture and the family here, it felt family-oriented.
Both of you guys, whoever wants to answer, just I know the summer, it's been a little bit of an adjustment period probably. Just how's it going, and how have teammates just kind of bonded together through this time?
I feel like we've been bonded very well. We go to team dinners and all that stuff on our own individually on the side. We're gelling well. We're learning a lot of new things. We have a lot of transfers. So basically putting our pride and egos aside for the team, is mainly what's going on right now, and just figuring out like the playing style and how Jans wants us to play and playing harder and the defensive concepts. We're all learning, but right now it's mainly just learning. We're early in the summer, so we have till like November 5th, but still like the process is going very good. Everybody's buying in, everybody's listening to Coach Jans and the coaching staff, so yeah.
I got a couple for both of you. Amir, when we talked in the spring, you told me your biggest goal was to add weight.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're a versatile player too, so kind of two questions. How much weight have you put on since last season, and where they got you working at in practice position-wise?
Yeah, so last year at like around this time, I was probably around 184, 183. Now I'm 198, almost 200. That's my goal, being around like 205, 210 before the season starts, because I know, your weight drops during the season. At least for me, I tend to lose weight a lot during the season with all the traveling and stuff. So I want to be at a good weight where I could like drop and still be at a good weight. So that's the main thing. And sorry, what was the other question? The second question to that?
Where are you practicing at? What positions?
Yeah, I play in the wing, sometimes the four, whatever Coach Jans wants me to play. I play out, like you said, I'm versatile. So just the main thing, whatever Coach Jans wants me to play, I'll play. It ain't no specific position.
Brandon, same goes for you, man. You've been able to play different spots previous in your career. Where kind of is your main focus right now?
The four. Just being able to just play make for my teammates, score the ball, just do what I do. So just at that position to be able to do all of those things. So
Last question for both of you. Which freshman has caught your attention so far? I know it's early, but which freshman has caught your attention and why?
They're all great. All our freshmen is great. You have King. King has been standing out, on the defensive end and offensively hitting his shots, but mainly just a dog. Like, you can see the dog intensity. CP getting better every day. He's a dog too, playing hard on defense, showing his offensive capabilities. And Jamar too, defensive versatility and offensive production. Is there. So all our freshman group is really talented, and you'll see a big jump from them.
yeah, for me, all of them good. Like they really good. So King, like he said, just his intensity on defense, just getting into the ball, guarding, CP just being able to score the ball whenever he wants to, and just sharing the ball and playmaking for others. And then Jamar, he's just he a dog, ducking the ball, shooting it well, shooting it better, being able to play make and pass the ball and stuff like that, and just offensive rebounding, just do all the hustle things, So they really good. I'm really excited.
This can be for either of you guys. Who are some of the older guys who are kind of taking on that leadership role, and how are they helping you guys get acclimated to Mississippi State?
Definitely Hub and Sean, mainly, teaching us about the culture. They've been here for a while, especially Sean and Hub. And they just teaching us how things are done at Mississippi State. And, yeah, they took a big responsibility at that leadership role. And they have been teaching us well, and they're great leaders. And I applaud them.
All right, thank you guys.
You got used to Mississippi food yet?
Yeah. Down south for sure is good food over here.
Kind of goes for all three of you guys, but Quincy, what's different about this summer workouts and strength and conditioning compared to your previous schools? And that goes for Epps and McGee, all of y'all.
Compared to the other schools I haven't been to, I feel like this summer, we're definitely in that mood where we're getting elite shape for the fall and the winter. So definitely just we've been running more, also being the track, and but I feel like it's good for us.
I also think the pace is much faster. Your endurance level got to be a little bit better, and overall just playing a lot faster than I played last year. We don't really walking the ball up, we do a lot of skipping ahead and stuff like that. So I think that's just different.
Yeah, I think the workout has been good, but as far as comparing the summer to my last school, I think every school is just different. They go about certain things different ways. My last school went about it a different way. My first school went about it a different way. This school is different. So I feel like all the coaches and all the schools are just different, and they do things a different way, and I think we do it a great way here.
Jaden, you've had a productive 3-year college career so far. What made you think Mississippi State was the right fit for you when you were in the transfer portal?
Yeah, just the people. That's something I'm big on. Being around good people that care about me on and off the court. My teammates, getting to know these guys. It just all made me feel like I picked the right place to be.
Really, to all three of you guys, when you were going through the recruiting process, what was it the coaching staff maybe did or said that made you think Mississippi State might be a place you wanted to consider?
Jay, you want to start?
I would say that Coach told me that I was going to have to come in here and I was going to have to work and I was going to have to earn my spot, earn everything I got. But he said he was going to fight for me and he was going to be there for me all the time. So hearing that from a coach and knowing that he was going to be there for me, but he's going to push me every day to be the best that I can be, you can't turn that down.
Kind of like Jaden said, Coach talking about making us better than what we were before, and I just think the standard we got here is also, just a big option for you to want to be a part of,
Being that I was at Wichita State, obviously, Coach Jans, he's been familiar being there for about a decade before I was there. So, he came from during my recruiting process, we all met up, like had a talk, like we just made us felt like family. Like when it comes to him, the coach, staff, the team. So
Quincy, just talk about your position and what you feel like you'll be able to bring to this team, because they're probably going to need somebody to man that middle.
I'll say like just bringing the force on like both sides. Obviously, like defense, people already know like how well I am on defense, and like obviously been working on my offense and everything like pretty much all summer. I feel like it's gonna be a big factor by the time the season starts.
Jabari and Epps. Never know how the season's going to play out with the rotation, but I mean, knock on wood, everybody's healthy. It's pretty clear that you two and Hub and maybe King will get most of those minutes in the backcourt. And obviously, both of y'all have played different positions, can play both the one and the two. How do you guys feed off each other with Hub and just be able to, whoever's on the court, no matter who's on the court, there's no drop off? How do you kind of feed off each other, I guess, in this system?
I think, to answer your question, I think like me, Jaden, and Hub, I think we all do different things, and we all do them at a high rate. So when we on the court, we competing, like it's just kind of iron sharpening iron, and just us trying to make the best plays at the right moments and stuff like that. You know.
I feel like you said, we do all do different things. We can't all score the ball. We can all be point guards. I feel like you said, in practice, it's iron sharpening iron. Like you said, we don't know how the season gonna play out. We just trying to get better every day, focusing on the team success. And us three in the backcourt is definitely gonna be scary.
Quincy, we talked to Jans about this last time we talked last month. And you're kind of a different type of center, whereas in previous years with Tolu, and then last year with Keyshawn Murphy, more of a offensive-minded centers. And for the first time, Jans has got a guy that can, protect the rim and help guys out in the front court or back court that may get beat off the dribble. You can help erase a lot of those mistakes. But he said he needs you to do all that. He don't want to put pressure on you before you even play a game here. But how do you handle that pressure, knowing that not only do you have to worry about your guy, but if one of these guys gets beat off the dribble, you got to help protect that rim when guards come in there too?
I mean, I've been around defenses where we play like that, where I kind of got to get both until the guard gets back. So I mean, obviously, what Jans said to me, so I'm pretty much familiar with what we got going on during practice, like as far as like ball screen defense and like getting back to my man, protecting the rim and all that. So I feel like it's not too much to worry about.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.